Hey guys, Angelo here, and I'm at York Downs, and judging from what you guys like to see and what a couple of people had some questions on, I decided to do like a full out like range practice session. So like this is what you would see me doing before my tournaments. So it's like kind of a tournament warm-up video as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna head to the range. The pins, I've already been there earlier, so I'm gonna hit 56 pitch shots and then full swings, and then I kind of just, depending on what the wind is, I'll try to be working the ball against the wind. And then the next pin I'll be going at is a 150 pin, and I'll be hitting my 9-iron. And again, I'll be trying to like work against the wind. And then like I'll have all like the descriptions in the bottom of the page. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I'll grab my 6-iron, and then I'll grab my 3, and then I'll grab my driver. And I'll probably fast forward a couple of the parts so it's not too boring and too long, because it'll probably be on there for 25-30 minutes. So I'll probably only be like a 10-minute video, and then I'll come back here and start chipping, and then lastly putting. So I just got off the range. I couldn't do much talking because I look like a freak because there's a lot of people actually there, and if I talk to the camera they kind of think I'm weird, so that's why I didn't do a lot of talking. But I'm going to my chipping now. So chipping, I have around a 20-footer here. I'm just practicing getting my stroke going. Not really looking at getting in the hole. Just want to get my stroke going and then I'll be trying to get into the hole. Got in. I'll also be trying to get like a kind of how fast the greens are running, I guess. And also greens react differently when you're hitting a ball, so I gotta make sure like what kind of shot I'm gonna hit mostly in that kind of round. So like on these greens at York Downs, they aren't typically receptive to spin, so you won't see a lot of shots that hop, hop, and stop. There'll be a really soft bounce, and then it'll just roll out. I'll hit a couple more here. I got a pretty good feel of how the greens are running here. I would say around a 10, so pretty good. Now I'm gonna move to another hole just so I get a better feel and try to make some. Okay guys, so now I'm moved to this other hole. It's around 30 feet away, I would say, and we're gonna try to get these ones pretty close because I have a feel for what the green is like now. One thing that I don't like what people do, and especially in these kind of situations when they're just warming up for a tournament, is they're trying to get it into a certain spot, like a 5-foot ring or something like that. I'm always looking to hold it because when you're looking to hold it, it's going to be a lot closer. So if you're in that 5-foot ring and you miss, you're going to be 6, 7, 8 feet out. If you're looking to hold it, you're going to be 1, 2 feet out. And I'll also experiment, so I'm trying to take my club a little bit further in the inside and then on the outside just to get a different feel for the kind of shots that I might need to hit. So if you guys watch my other videos, you would know that taking more of a draw swing is going to let the ball release out more. So I'm going to move on to like hitting a cut swing with a chip. This one's going to make it go a bit higher but also land a bit softer and spin more. I didn't hit hard enough, so I got to learn from that and make sure I hit it harder. Got a nasty bounce. So again, although I'm trying to play this like a tournament situation, it is a warm-up, so not be all end all if you don't make any. It's just to get your arms and legs going and get used to the motions, because the tournament is what is important, not the warm-up. Okay guys, so now I'm going to move on to a pitching wedge, or maybe a 9-iron, depends, and I'm just going to kind of bump some along. Okay, so I got my 9-iron, and now I'm just going to practice pumping a couple just like a putt. With these shots, you don't typically want to have your hands too far forward because it's going to come out too low and it's going to roll out too much. Just kind of neutral. See, that one I hit too hard. I've already hit a ball. So just neutral, nothing crazy, just like a putting stroke. You can have a little bit of forward press just to make sure you don't thin it or fat it, but that's it. Now when I smoked again, like I hit the pin. So again, this is why I'm here. Warm up, get a feeling for how the greens are today, how I'm hitting it. Another big thing, like when you're in a tournament and warming up, you can't let other people get in your way. So I mean that in two different ways. I literally mean, like, don't let them get in your way. So if you're in their way, don't get in their way. And if they're in your way, tell them. And then I also mean, like, on the range, you can't be looking at your competition. You can't control what they're doing, so you got to focus on your warm-up. Don't let them intimidate you before they even post a score. You don't know what they're going to play like, just because they might be bigger than you. They may hit it farther than you, it doesn't matter. And I have kind of the best knowledge of that because I was a really short guy, still am a pretty short guy, but I don't let my competition scare me. I'll walk up onto the range and I'll get a bunch of stares from people saying, why are you here? I don't let it bother me. I'll see plenty of people driving it past me 20-30 yards on the range. For example, when I was at the AJJ CJGA qualifying round, I was actually involved beside Carl. That's when we didn't really know each other that well. We just kind of played in a couple tournaments, but we didn't know each other. And although I knew it was Carl, and really cool to be playing with him, or like playing beside him, I didn't let his contact or like how he was striking the ball affect how I strike the ball. Okay guys, so now I got a 4-iron. This is kind of just a mimic of a putt that you would like literally have like this, but there might be some burnt areas in the green or in the fringe that you got to get over, that the putt, like when you putt it, might hop over. When you have your 4-iron, you're just going to pick it up high enough off the ground that it won't get affected. Mr. Cowan actually taught me this shot yesterday when I played with him. Gave me a lot of really good advice. So again, I'm just trying to get a feel for the motions. Though there's too many balls in front of the hole now that I can't really try to hold it, so just trying to get a feel for it. Again, all these balls are going to react differently off the face. This one, least amount of loft that I'll play from a shot like this. And I'm gonna head down there to the rough and practice a couple rough shots in the rough, some thick lies, maybe some balls that are propped up on it. So one of the things I see people doing nowadays in tournaments is getting into the rough, and they won't treat it like they're actually in a ground. They'll fluff it up, pop it up, hit some really unrealistic flop shot like this pin. Won't make any sense. Nobody knows why they're doing it, but they just do. So when I say when you're in the rough, you gotta practice all different kinds of shots. So yeah, maybe you might get into some thinner rough, but you're definitely gonna get into some thick rough on the course. If there's thick rough in the practice area, you know there's gonna be thick rough on the course. So first I'll start off with a thin rough, just to get a feel for how the shot's reacting. So now the way I play this shot now, after playing with Mr. Cowan, is I actually close the face completely, put the ball in the front of my stance. And this allows the club to get through the ball a lot easier. So the grass actually grabs the toe of the club and opens it up. And it makes it a lot easier to get it out of, 'a, uh, rough, especially thick rough, with a minimal effort. you can actually put a lot more spin on the ball. So that one hit a bit too hard, or a lot too hard actually. I'm gonna focus on getting this one a little bit shorter. So what I mean is, now that I'll open it, I'll just leave it regular. And you can see it pop up to the right and kind of come out like a dead hit with no spin. That's because the toe, or like the grass, actually gripping the toe or the hosel even, and opening up the club face, and I'm making it harder for like the club to get through the ball square. Now if I do the exact same thing and close the face, it should come out a lot easier. Also lands a lot softer too than a regular chip that would be out of this kind of thick rock. So you guys can experiment with the shot. You can try it out, I guess. I'm experimenting with it too. I just learned this yesterday, so I'm kind of working on learning how to, like, where to put in your stance. And you'll see me, I'm not hitting the greatest shots right now, but this is the second day practicing it. So Mr. Cowan said yesterday that it took him over a year to fully perfect, or like understand how to hit this shot every single time. Okay, so now I got the bucket down here in the gully, and I'm just going to practice a couple shots going uphill. I have my 60, and I'm just going to try and get it high. Not a ton of green to work with, but I hit that one too short. Try and get this one a bit further up. That's better. That one. So again, you can't be practicing shots that you know you're not going to have in a tournament. You have to practice like the ones in the rough, the ones down, like going uphill, just basic chip shots. You're not going to, like, you can practice like a flop shot, so I'll hit one here, but like there's no really need to, because when I play York Downs, I know that I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'll need a flop. It's good to have, I guess. So practice it on your own time when you're like just going out for a casual round. Don't wanna do it when you're preparing for a tournament. These shots I'm just working on getting like a dead hit with the club, so out of the toe. These ones are spinning a lot more. see the spin. Okay, so I moved the camera up by the hole so you guys can see the kind of spin that I'm putting on the ball. So if you guys can see the kind of spin that I'm getting here, more of like a cut spin that sits really quickly, almost hold a couple I guess. That's end of my chipping bit. Now I'm gonna move to the putting area and start putting. Okay guys, actually I'm gonna call this the end of the video because I'm not feeling very well. My stomach's kind of hurting. So I'm not gonna get to my putting section today, but I'll get to it another time. I'm just doing another individual video on that. But thanks for watching. Bye.